After reading what he have said changed my life. Actually, yesterday he changed my life. But no, after reading this book, right? Not the whole book, but just his thoughts on what success is, right? And I have to think about what I have to do. I mean, not do for this channel. And I was thinking about lots of things that I wanted to do instead of doing all the um, uh, I do want to help law of attraction to achieve their dreams, but in essence, also I wanted to do something that I want to create for myself, and I had to I was thinking about a lot of things that um, I wanted to do for this channel, and I was thinking lots of things, and one of the things I want to do books that I am uncomfortable of talking because some people hates some of the person that's in the book, or some people not like the idea and stuff like that, and I was like to heck with it. These books help me in my personal growth and how it transformed my thinking, my world. And I was like, you know what? In order to grow, I have to be uncomfortable. So I'm gonna do what is uncomfortable, even if people don't like it. I mean, I have to do for the audience too, right? And so a lot of people like Richard Branson, right? Sir Richard Charles Nicholas Branson. Oh my God. Born 18 July 1950 as an English business magnate, investor, and philanthropist. He founded the Virgin Group, which controlled more than 400 companies. Never that. Good God. And his net worth is about 5 billion currently. Richard Branson expresses their desire to become an entrepreneur at a young age. His first business venture at the age of 16 was a magazine called Student. In 1970, he set up a mail order record business. He opened a chain of record stores, Virgin Records, later known as Virgin Megastores, in 1972. Branson Virgin brand grew rapidly during the 1980s as he set up Virgin Galactic Airline and expanded the Virgin um, Records music label. This is in Wikipedia. Very good stuff. So, his thoughts on success. Um, a lot of people have different meaning of success. Mine is different, but among the numerous, so I'm going to read it. What is success? Some positive thoughts. This is his thoughts. He wrote it down. Among the numerous emails requests I received for advice, a great many come from university students. They usually tell me that they hope to become business leaders and entrepreneurs and seek guidance on everything from should I just take offer and see the world, or to how to make most money, to whether a career in business or right for them. The single most common theme through is success. How did I get there? How can they be successful in their chosen field? Rather than address the specific of any one person's situation, however, let's look at the underlying question: what does success really mean? First, success in any career is closely tied to doing what you enjoy and developing your skills and talents. If you're considering a career as an entrepreneur, remember that leaders in this field are usually flexible and open minded. They're able to imagine themselves in their customers' shoes. They have empathy not only for their colleagues and employee, but for people who are affected by the business operation. Business favor people who, when they see a problem or injustice, they try to do something about it. Does this describe you? It can be difficult to assess one's own strengths and weaknesses. If you don't already have a mentor, it would be good to contact someone who has experience in the area you're thinking about entering. Professional organizations might be able to put you in touch with someone willing to help you review your best options. Remember, a good mentor is not necessarily someone who is well known, but rather someone who's leading a rich and enriching life. Reach out to a business leader who has made a difference that is important to you. At this stage, many young people are focused on developing abilities in areas where they haven't succeeded or exhibit much skills. Not long ago, I wrote to someone who, like me, is dyslexic. I said that it's important to try to sell at what you're good at. Don't limit your limits, not your self confidence. Put them to one side. This is the time to focus on your strength, because success as an entrepreneur is about ideas and excellence, not excellence in measure and reward. awards or other people approval, but the sort of one achieved for oneself by exploring the world has to offer. So rather than looking to others for your markers of achievement, consider what success means for you. Thinking about personal matters like your hopes for your families and private life might help you bring this vision into focus. Are you dreaming about great wealth? Success in business has nothing to do with profits. Profits are necessarily invested in the next project to pay the bills, pay investors, and reward people for their hard work, but that's all. The reality is that in business, money flows like running stream. During one season, it might be turned, but then you have to invest in order to keep your business going. Your cash flow dries up overnight. It's like an American trait to talk about wealth. In Britain, now I've found encountered too, we're slightly embarrassed about it. And I think that a good thing. When I go to a party, I see people not bank statement, and I like to think that others feel like the same about me. Money is only interest for what it is let you do and create. If money is a poor guide to achievement, celebrities would be worse. The media tends to personalize and simplify matters and understandable. It's much easier for a reporter to talk about Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, or even Richard Branson, but that doesn't reflect the reality that a league senior people at those companies make um, major decisions every day. They just don't talk to the media about it. If money nor celebrity are fair measure of success, then what about personal power? Well, I have spent more than 40 years building the Virgin brand, and if it were gone tomorrow, our team would carry on without me, just as Apple would continue without Steve Jobs and Microsoft carry on since Bill Gates stepped down as CEO in 2008. Success in business is best measured by whether or not you have created something of which you can be truly proud of, whether or not you made a real difference for others. This is what gets me up in the morning. It's why I never wanted to run a big legacy company. It's why I get huge enjoyment out of creating and tending to a lot of smaller ones. Virgin, by remembering its roots as a small entrepreneurial company, has made positive difference in many diverse fields and for many people. The more actively and practically engaged you are, the more successful you will feel. Right now, I find myself doing more to help safeguard our future on this planet. Does that make me successful? I don't know, but it certainly makes me happy. When you're facing the choice about the path you are to a career and all the choices that follow, focus on your own goals and try to be not distracted by those of others. Consider the needs of your community and how you might be best contribute. What's your vision for change? Start working towards that. In business as life, what matters, do you do something possible? This, what I got out of it, for me, actually, just for me, is I want to create a channel that I can reflect back as for younger kids, for people who are starting to go into personal law of attraction, entrepreneurship. And I was thinking, I didn't have this information when I was a kid. I want to create something for my 10-year-old self because I want to create something that's meaningful, that it can help those who need this information. Not now. It can be now, but far later in the future. People have short-sighted mind. They think of short term, but I think of how that book helped me about long-term views. How if I do have a kid or a grandkid, my grandkid will watch these videos. Maybe he want to become something great in his life. Maybe maybe they want to develop skills set, and they can watch my video to do that. Now, I don't have kids, but I'm thinking how that I mean, I want to create a contents or book reviews or book that I wish I knew when I was a kid or had the knowledge to be enabled to me to figure out what to do in life and how to utilize my brain effectively, because I think that I know that people said school should not teach us uh, communication skills or the knowledge or how to effectively use our brain, but I think they should, in essence, because there are people who are lost. And And there are people who are, young, and they need direction, and they don't know how to utilize their mind, or the ability to direct their mind to which end they want. And I want to bring that to the awareness. Even in and I, I have not. Of course, I do many books on law of attraction, and I feel like I can help others, people other than just the law of attraction. I think that there are books that will largely affect how you see the world. Right? There are books that I have that people with people, when it comes to people who lost everything, but they still have their life, and they still have a life to live, and they still have a home to live, but they're ungrateful, right? And while other people who don't have as fortunate as them, and they're grateful for life, that's a different mindset that most people don't have. uh, there's Helen Keller, she don't have eyesight. There's people who have crisis in their life, really real crisis, and then most people don't. Most people, their problems are the tiny things, and I know that they struggle. I get that, but there are other stories that make you wonder, all the problems that we have are tiny compared to people who uh, have really huge struggle or tragedy. I mean, if you have your eyesight, people who are blind don't have eyes. People who are can't walk, but you can't. Most people complain about that. You know, most people. It's, I was in special education, but I don't have a deficiency in my brain cells, so I'm grateful for that. But there are people who have deficiency or Down syndrome, right? And people and it's funny. I remember back then. Um, I remember back then. There was I was in college, and I saw this guy. He was nagging on the. It hurt me to a certain point, because I was like, "Whoa, you don't need to do that." There was this guy. There was special need kids, right? And they need assistance to help them because they have hearing aids. And this guy's like, why? And this guy was talking to those, why do they like need something? I don't know. And I was like, whoa, leave them be, man. Like, what's wrong with you? People are so ungrateful. What if they put, what if he put the be in their shoes, you know, and then vice versa, the person do the same thing. People have this logic wrong. People don't understand until how hard it is to live the other person's life. People don't see that. It's not easy. Anyway, I'm gonna create content or book reviews that is uncomfortable to me in order for me to grow, because all of law of attraction stuff, it's easy for me to talk about, or other stuff that I'm so used to talking about, it's easy. But I want to be able to do what it's because these books are uncomfortable, because I do love them so much, but it's I guess I'm not comfortable talking with it, because I'm not an expert on it. I'm just doing the book review. But I would like to share them through these videos that I created. And I would like to look back to my past videos to make it better, to see what I have done to kind of make it um, for my future kids or grandkids to see, or for future generation, for younger people not yet born yet, if they wanted to become either entrepreneurs or I know that many people will also come into the law of attraction in the near future, and sometimes we're short-sighted, we don't see that. Anyway, thank you for watching this. Subscribe to my channel and like my video, because I do book reviews on sometime I will be doing book reviews on what entrepreneurships, um, um, somewhat law of attraction and personal development, stuff like that. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.